Hey guys, and welcome back to the Journey of Self. I am your intuitive tarot reader as well as your host, Brandy, and this is The Journey. Okay, so we're now in Cancer season, correct? So I've been getting my family and my friends ready for Cancer season, and I'm going to share some of the things that I've been telling them with you guys. This is my public service announcement for Cancer season. I know that a lot of people are saying, oh my gosh, it's going to be a doozy. Yeah, okay, but no time is so dark that our inner light can't get us through. All right. First thing and foremost, I saw this on another reader's channel and I was very inspired because it made so much sense in this season. This season can bring up a lot of feelings that, yes, we need to look at, but also a lot of people may not be able to handle. So keep a close eye, Queen of Cups energy. Keep a close eye on your family and your friends, on yourself. I am going to put some numbers in the bottom of this video. I'm going to continue to put numbers in the bottom of my video for you to call hotlines if you need to, or if you want to recommend it to someone else. For those that watch my channel, you are part of my family, and all the people that do watch the channel, if you see comments that just don't sit well with you, a lot of us are empathic and you are worried, try and reach out to the person, send them love and light, encouragement, as well as recommend the numbers if you feel like you have to. Okay. And let's not do this out of salty digs. I'm talking about real concern. All right. I'm not here to play with anybody's life. I'm not a pot stirrer, but this season being what it is, and just from what I've seen just off the top, there are a lot of people in their feelings right now, deep emotions coming up, patterns being illuminated in our lives, right? They're not going to all be bad emotions, but moving on to what I've been telling my family and my friends, this season, along with the eclipse, is going to be a birthing process. It is not always going to be pleasant, but it is a time to sow seeds. However, you're going to have to breathe through. You're going to have to think before you speak, asking yourself, what is it that I'm fighting for? What do I want out of this situation? And if what I'm saying is repeated, will I be okay with that? Now, being who I am used to people divulging things to me. A lot of times in my, regular social circle and in my life, people feel as though they can come to me and they can talk to me and I'll keep their secrets, and they are right. However, with this being the season that we're in, a lot of people are in their feelings and they don't care who hears, right? So far, just in the last 2 weeks. And by the way, when I'm recording this, yeah, I'm still in June. I've seen at least in the last 2 weeks, at least 5 adults get into fistfights because they were so passionate and were not willing to back down or bend. Now, listen, I'm giving this public service announcement in Cancer season because I don't want to see anyone get dragged in any way. Now, I'm not talking about physically, but I am talking about emotionally and mentally. If there is something that the universe has been trying to get you to give up, or something you've been looking at thinking, you know what, this is really not good for me, this would be the ideal time to let it go. I don't care if you just try it for a month and see how much better your life is. This is the time to let it go. This is like a purging season, as well as a way to get us to go to our higher selves, a shift in how we're operating, how we see the world outside of us, and how we show up. But this is also a time for us to purge so that we can start manifesting on a higher level from a better place. When you manifest from a not so good place, a not whole place, it's like fruit from a poisoned tree. It too is poisoned, right? So let's get into it. I did a really powerful reading for Virgo last month, and I used a particular format that I'm going to continue to use this month for all of the signs. As this is a intense season, I want to make sure that I'm giving you guys the most that I can give you in the readings, right? I myself have other things that I'm working on, so I don't know that I will be able to come back and give a reading on this, and this, and this. But I am going to give you your general, your spiritual reading. If love or anything else in particular comes up, we'll talk about it. Also, too, I want you guys to know that I am here. If you have an email or you need to talk to someone and you want to send me an email, go ahead and do that. I'm here to listen. I am. Now, with this being said, as you can imagine, if people leave comments, right, they're probably going to take me up on the email offer, correct? With that being said, I'm just asking that when I respond, it is going to be with advice to remove the blockage or whatever it is that you're going through, something to do to ease the pain or to help you completely get out of that place. So if I respond back with that and I don't have a long email or so in response, understand that I am still here. I see you. I feel you. I hear you. Seriously. It's not like I don't have time. Quite honestly, I can't give all of my time to one person, right? But I am going to try and help because this is what I bring to the table. I'm not here just to give out information. I can actually help people remove blockages that are in their way. So I may say to you, do this, this, and this, and then holla back at me in 2 weeks and let me know how it's going. Okay? Also, too, I would like to say on a collective level, if someone needs your help and it's not completely self-sacrificing, give them help from an honest place because people will be reaching out to one another for help. I'm not talking about codependency and I'm not talking about being used, but I'm talking about being able to use your discernment and give genuine help to people who need it, right? We're teaching people how to fish. We're not fishing for them, though. Let's be honest. Let's be healthy with it. Also, too, guys, I've added to my website affirmation and rituals if you would like. They are $5. You email me your problem and I will give you affirmations and a ritual to do to help release you from some of that energy. Okay? Starting with the first card that you have here, Sag, Life Restored. Yeah, I like it. Your reading is looking real good, Sag. You guys have gone through something. Not from this card, I'm talking about in general. You guys have gone through something that has created a truth or a new train of thought in your life, and you're moving forward, and you're moving forward good. This Life Restored card is about manifesting from something not so good into something much better. This is a scarab beetle, often depicted in ancient Egypt. As we look now, the scarab beetle has evolved. I think now they call them dung beetles. They basically use poop to create their living environment. Yeah, literally making the best of a shitty situation. Then we have the Luna Queen. This card talks about manifesting. Okay? This is that Empress energy, right? So let's see here. What did I write down when I saw this card? This is going to be about the way you manifest, like your process that is used. A lot of people think that manifestation is about go, 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 but it's really in the release that you get the most power, right? When you have detached yourself from any particular any particular outcome, right? But have done the work sufficiently, right? That would be your intentions being set, your visualization, the work being put in, the practical steps, right? So far we've talked about cup energy. We've talked about the practicality of earth energy. We talked about the inspiration, the idea of it, right? The visualization, the idea, the inspiration, right? The vision. That's swords and wands. That's a full manifestation. That's magic with all the tools. We're talking about the theme of your particular month in July is going to be magician energy and the Empress energy. Okay? The next card we have for you is the Knot of Isis. This card is about protection and abundance. It's about a glow that people can see. So you must imagine that, yes, darkness is attracted to the light, right? Or bugs, I'm thinking. the visualization of bugs are attracted to the light. Someone may be a little bit annoying to you this month because they see you working hard and they don't understand why. You guys will be working with work magic this month and doing your thing. All right. The last card is Spirit letting you know that stay true and be in your power. This is about not needing anybody else's approval to be you, wholly you, and to get the life that you want. We're not talking about being obnoxious and selfish. We're talking about doing what you have to do to get what you want, but from your higher self, right? We're not talking, like I said before, we're not talking about low vibe stuff. We're not talking about taking anything from anyone else. We're just saying, like, some people are going to see you here in this card, dedication. Some people are going to see you feverishly working on something that maybe they don't think is a good investment, or maybe they wouldn't go so hard for. However, you will be, and it's going to pay off. It's going to pay off in the long run. Okay? So far we have two cards of people misunderstanding your passion, your dedication, you not needing the approval of others. The last card that I have out for you is courage. There's a sense here that you guys are going to gain wisdom through difficulty, but there's also a message that someone needs to hear about a maternal figure, mom, aunt, sister, cousin, grandma. Someone who was very influential in your life that wants you to know that they're still by your side. They're right with you. Okay? And they've imparted enough wisdom for you to make it through whatever storms you're going through in this life. That's what they wanted to say. With that being said, let's move on to the reading. The first card out. First card out is the Seven of Pentacles. Second card out is the Tower card. Third card out is the Knight of Wands. We're going to get into it because I've seen this theme repeating. First of all, there's some stop and go type of energy in your life. I don't think necessarily that it's your fault or anyone is to blame, but there is something that you've been working on that was stop and go, stop and go. In some cases, you're working on it and you're going to continue to work on it and it's worth it. In other people's case, there's some things that you're dropping and you really don't care who don't like it. And that's okay because it's for your highest and your greatest good. So the next card that we have out is I think I already said this, the Knight of Wands, then the Empress. Excuse me. Wow. I just said the Empress. Well, let me tell you, that energy is definitely here. But more than that, the Nine of Pentacles, seeing the fruits of your labor, feeling confident. The Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is about constantly making a choice to keep your life in balance. Yes, it is also about choices, but that is the choice that is being made in the Two of Pentacles. Pentacles for me are always about time, money, value of a thing or someone or a relationship or whatever. Value, currency, right? How you moving in it, the current of it. But this choice is about keeping these two things in balance. This could be your inner self, your outer self. This could be your career and your relationship. This could be your career and your family. This could be your books and your joy for travel and spending and things of that nature and new adventures. Always making those well-balanced decisions. And then lastly, we have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups for me, guys, is about, in certain instincts, you guys being that good friend. It's about you kind of looking out for others. But then there's a sense too about trying to figure out who you're giving your cup to, whose cup are you partaking of. It's about intuition as well. Spirituality as well as creativity. Some of you could be keeping something under wraps in secret. I did see pregnancy, as well as I saw relationships ending or contracts ending. Let's clarify. Starting with the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles referring to things that come together to produce some type of result, right? An investment of sorts. I feel as though you guys looked at an investment, whatever this means to you. Put investment in blank, okay? You were kind of looking at it. Now, I don't know if it was you that decided to end this thing. However, there was some big changes in idea of this thing, structure of this thing. You may have decided, you know what, it's really not stable. Then we have the Page of Wands clarifying the Seven of Pentacles. Okay? So with the Page of Wands here, we're talking about a different avenue. This could have been in career or just deciding to take a new action. Whatever this action was or whatever this thing is that you looked at, you found it unstable. You may have had dreams, hopes, visions for this thing. But I think that when you looked at your investment and what was becoming of it, I feel like there was a new passion lit under you. Some of you could have decided to travel, but there was some type of action or some type of action that you're thinking about taking. Now, yep, my Six of Pentacles came out. And this card is always about a question being raised. Why didn't you give me? Why can't I have? Who do you think you are? Stuff like that. Also, this is my card of travel and moving. The Six of Cups is also present, as well as the Fool card. My speech is all messed up, guys. I don't know why. Maybe it's because, like, I'm trying to get this done quickly because I want to get to everybody this month. My thing is I do what I can and then I let go. This is a pleasure for me to do this. I'm not going to turn it into some like mundane have to thing. There's another card that's out. This is the Nine of Wands. Definitely getting a feeling here that there is something that you guys have been reviewing. The Nine of Wands, for me, the nines always go back to the Hermit. It's always about review of a thing or getting affairs in order. When we talk about investments, that's exactly what happened here. I feel like when you looked at the investment, like I said, whatever that was the investment of, it lit a fire under you to take a new direction, a leap of faith. Now, you being on this new course, I feel like, yeah, there's new passion found, but this being the Fool, you're not quite sure of what direction you're going just yet, or you're just enjoying yourself. Just enjoying yourself. And with the Six of Cups, okay, I feel like there could be some nostalgia or just, gathering with family and friends, just having a good time. This could have been also someone from your past you had like an nostalgic idea of in the relationship with. Maybe you liked being in a relationship with this person because you knew them from your past. However, maybe the foundation of the relationship was unstable. Whatever this Tower moment was, it made you become more practical here with the Queen of Pentacles. It made you become more practical. The Queen of Pentacles finds joy in what she has. The Queen of Pentacles has found her own success. No one has given it to her. She's not necessarily like the idea of like a housewife. She's getting her coins and taking care of her family. And she's doing both of them well. I think there was a sense of tradition or something, or the way you were seen in public, that you stopped really trying to fit into that particular mold. For some people, it was an idea that came to an end, an idea of either self or the role you played in society, even religion. It could have been for some, because the Fool for me also represents spiritual ascension. That could be a change in belief system. The Tower also kind of echoes that. And here with the Queen of Pentacles, she's all about tradition. She'd rather do something the right way or because she knows it works as opposed to changing that. There's a sense of crying over spilt milk a little bit, or maybe even flinching over the past. I feel as though you guys are trying to get over that, though. You're trying to slay that beast of depression or slay that beast of regret. The Sun card is present. For some, this could be an unexpected pleasure, wonder. But for most of us, I feel like this is about just pure joy in self, pure joy in being, which is wonderful, right? Now let's talk about this. This is really what I wanted to get to, because let me tell you something. This Knight of Wands is y'all moving in a different direction. Now, when the Knight of Wands is external to you, you could feel a little bit bad, because the Knight of Wands, let me tell you, he can be inconsiderate at times because he has a one-track mind. Now, whatever that track is, it doesn't have to be a negative track, but he may not necessarily wait for others, right? So there's something here about a rapid change, and that's echoed twice with the Tower card being here. So there could have been some type of rapid change, but I feel like you guys are riding that wave right on out into something awesome. Let's clarify. The Two of Wands has come up. I do see that there could be a pregnancy for some people. And for the men, there's a sense here that this could be a pregnancy with someone that you weren't exactly serious with. For the women, this could be a situation that you're extremely passionate about. I'm ready to take on this new endeavor. It's different for everyone. I'm not saying it's different for men and women, but I'm saying that there's two different groups here. There are some people that are extremely ecstatic. They are keeping it a little bit hush-hush for now. But for some reason, for the men, though, for some of the men, there's a situation here where there could be a pregnancy with someone that you may have not been very serious about. For the Saggy men, okay? Then we have the Hierophant. Yeah. So the Hierophant always talks about society, right? Hierophant is always worried about the group. Tradition. And with the Knight of Wands here, I don't feel like you guys are necessarily sticking to tradition. Not at all. I feel like that's what's being upset here. The card is being upset. And I really don't think you guys mind. Ooh, I just dropped a bunch of cards. Yep. There's definitely an emotional choice to be made. Some people are going to be traveling to see someone that they're interested in being in some type of partnership with. Some people may also meet their parent or their child for the first time. The last card that I have out here is the Temperance card. When the Temperance card shows up, you're being asked to give careful measure to those things that bring you joy, to compromise, to, try and come to an agreement with people. This card is about balance and equilibrium. It's also about healing as well. The Seven of Swords has come out next to clarify the Nine of Pentacles. I feel as though there are people that don't recognize you, Sag, or will not recognize you this month. You are glowing. Not only that, you are confident, and you are starting to see the fruits of some type of labor that has been put in. All right? Some people are going to say that you didn't share it with them, but unfortunately, I don't think they were deserving of it. This could be you seeing a different side of someone that you don't recognize, or them seeing that in you. This is also going to be about someone being happy to be single. Ace of Cups, new emotional resolve. You guys are going to get a new emotional identity, so to speak, in July. You're going to be feeling real good, real good. Three of Cups, which talks about celebrations, getting together with people. I feel like that's also echoed too in the Six of Cups, hanging out with family and friends, things of that nature. Some of you may be pining over something that was lost or someone that is at afar. Temperance card is here and the Three of Cups is here too. Be careful in the way that you're operating and make sure that something that brings you pleasure is not going to bring you pain eventually. That's all I have to say about that. The Two of Pentacles has been clarified by the Nine of Cups. A wish fulfilled. I like that, right? This is about knowing what you want and also knowing how you get it. Because as I said before, the Two of Pentacles is about constantly making a decision to find balance between two things. There's a sense that someone may have gotten out of something and be happy to be on their own because there is something else that they wanted anyway. There may be obstacles, though, to get to this wish fulfilled. You may be on a solo journey for this thing. Like I said in the beginning, people may not understand why you're going through so much obstacles. However, this thing is going to bring you contentment and joy. You may already be feeling this and trying to hold on to it. Not in a bad way, a codependent way, but doing the right thing so you can keep what you have. Yep. As I said that, the Seven of Wands has popped out. Standing your ground. There is something else to be learned as well. Like, you may have to go through a few more steps in order to get to it. Knight of Cups. Okay. You may receive support or be given support to other people, and not on a superficial level, but on a real nurturing level. Some of you may shock people because you have some talents they didn't know you had. When I look at the Knight of Cups in this particular deck, I always see someone who's just extremely happy. Although I am going to ask you guys to be practical, because the Knight of Cups in this picture is not really depicted in a practical way, right? He's holding a cup riding the back of a rabbit. When you say it out loud, it doesn't make sense. First of all, I've never seen a rabbit big enough to ride, but rabbits do represent fertility and also moving from different levels of consciousness and different dimensions in certain ways, right? Basically, in movies, stories, whatever, rabbits actually represent dimension travel. It's often been referred to as following the white rabbit. I think a popular example of that is Alice in Wonderland. But be careful though, because as you know, Alice in Wonderland, I think what? She took a pill to get small and a pill to get big. There's a sense here that you guys, if this is not your energy, this could be someone around you who is looking to escape and experiment with emotions and also maybe even drugs. Listen, do what you want. I'm not calling anyone out. I'm simply saying if this is not something you're into, I'm saying this as a warning for you to beware, right? There can be someone around you, if this is not your energy, that's looking to experiment with, like I said, emotions or maybe even drugs. I feel like you guys are coming through as very practical, maybe upset in the cart in certain ways, like change of thought, but we'll get another card for the Knight of Cups if this is external to you. Then we have your energy, the Queen of Cups, right? Another thing that has me concerned thinking that this may be external to you is the fact that you have the Two of Pentacles, which is yes about choice, but a choice to be balanced. You also have the Nine of Cups, which talks about, oh, well, when I think about it, the Nine of Cups can also talk about overindulgence, as well as the Three of Cups, as well as the Knight of Cups. In your feelings, lost in thought, self-aware, right? But I don't know. I'm leaning toward this being external to you because the Queen of Cups is here, where you start to kind of look at and use your intuition and look at who you're giving your cup to, how you're partaking of other people's cups. Let's clarify the Queen of Cups first and foremost, and then we'll go back to the Knight of Cups. The Queen of Cups has been clarified by the Three of Wands, which is about waiting on the sun, waiting for your ships to come in, an investment that has just begun. However, it's going to pay off and there's more work to be done, but waiting to see it happen, making your next move your best move and not your last. That's kind of why this is not matching up for the Knight of Cups, if that is true. If this person is looking to be a little bit reckless, I don't think that that's you. If it is you, this is a warning to let that go. Now, there is a truth that is maybe coming to light, or a new thought or idea that is only going to intensify in nature. Because here we have the Ace of Swords. Whenever I see this card, I say the same thing. This idea, this thought is going to intensify in nature. Let's get one more card for the Queen of Cups, and then we'll clarify the Knight of Cups. Yep. This is the Five of Swords. It's okay to go for what you want, but make sure that what you're going for is worth it. Like, I see you fighting and going hard, but what are you fighting for? And how far are you willing to go? Are you willing to lose you in the process? That's what the Five of Swords ask. Let's clarify the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups has been clarified by the Nine of Swords, the Ten of Swords, and the Magician. So, what did I say before? I said you could be in your feelings, you could be emotional, but let's just make sure we're not being emotionally manipulative of others. I think that maybe the Knight of Cups being external to you with the Ten of Swords here, this could be someone that you're deciding that you may have had an idea that this could be wonderful. However, you're now putting that idea to bed. You're putting it to rest. I feel as though you guys feel powerful, like you have all the tools you need to make something happen. However, I told you from the beginning, this is all Magician energy and Empress energy all over your reading. Now, some of you could be dealing with an earth sign that has these issues, a little emotionally manipulative, someone who keeps you reeling in your head, someone that you may even feel betrayed by, someone who could be a little bit manipulative, someone who is successful, but I don't know, I'm going to say that this person could, it doesn't have to be an earth sign, right? But I'm going to say it doesn't have to be a water sign, but I'm going to say that this person is definitely a pot stirrer, a shit starter in certain ways. And they may be a little messy, right? I mean, think about it. It's literal. You're on the back of a rabbit with a cup. You might spill it. I'm just saying. Okay? All right. So, let's see what else I have for you. We're going to pull a couple of spirit message cards. If you guys are interested in one question readings as well as a personal reading, you can go ahead to my website. The description is below. The information is in the description box. The link, you can go there and you can pay on the website. Well, let's talk about it. The first card that you guys have out is memories. Okay. This card says that your memories are like diamonds in a treasure chest of your spirit. More and more memories are arising within you. Remember happier moments with your loved ones who are here in the spirit world. For neither time nor distance can stop the energy of love that you have for one another. Light is the second card. Imagine yourself as a being composed of energy and light, because in reality, that's precisely what you are. You are a powerful being, and people are attracted to your brilliance. This is the time to remember how vibrant you truly are. Last card out is let go. Once you let go of the outcome, you'll be able to release all the emotional constraints that have held you back in the past. Trust in the higher good and the guidance of spirit, as we have only your best interests at heart. And we'll do everything in our power to protect you. Listen, Sag, with that being said, I'm going to go because I think that wraps up exactly in everything we were talking about. Have a great rest of your day and namaste.